Plastic Man #1, Gail Simone writing, Adriana Melio on the art. So this is our first solo Plastic Man book in quite a while, and it is delving sort of back towards his early days. This is soon after his origin, seemingly, where he wants to figure out who shot the guard, because he was in the middle of a bank robbery when all his accident went down to give him his powers, and a guard got shot. And while he might have been a bit of a criminal, he might have been a bit of a shady character, he's not okay with that. So he wants to try and figure out who did it. And of course, the big shock to him is that when he, as Plastic Man, when he interrogates one of the guys, he's like, "Oh, it's Eel, he did it." He did it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he's horrified.
So now he's having nightmares of that, and of course you have the Plastic Man narration, which is pretty comical, pretty witty. His opening tactic to try and get some information is to go see his old gang and get the crap kicked out of him. But of course he's okay because he's Plastic Man. He can take the beating.
Yeah, but he has to play like he can't. You know.
I'll be honest. I don't think I laughed anything more. A comic in recent times than him going, wait, is Wang good or bad? Does it still mean penis?
Yeah, after he's been beat up and this random passerby asks him that.
Yeah. And then him just using Wang for the rest of the issue. That was cracking me up.
Yeah, it actually ends in the cliffhanger with all the cops coming after him. He's like, that's so not Wang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like hearing you guys say Wang.
Wang.
Yeah, it's funny in different accents.
That's so Wang, Matt.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't enjoy this that much. Yeah, it was fun, and it was. I feel like Plastic Man's an acquired taste though, and when it comes to stretchy heroes, I'm more of a Ralph Dibny kind of guy. This definitely felt like weirdly like an '80s comic. Like it just had this tone to it.
Oh, even down to the front cover has a dialogue. It has a speech
There's
bubble on it.
Yeah.
And just the art is very reminiscent of that era. And this is none of it's a slight, it's just something I noticed.
Yeah, I quite like the art. I like how it's got that sort of pulp. It's got a very sort of comic noir kind of feel to it. Like that opening page where the mobster's girlfriend's like, "Oh, you probably should take me out and out in the town tonight," and he's like hiding the baseball bat behind him, and he's got that look in his face. It's got this kind of like this comical version of like a noir that we're kind of doing here with
I love
Plastic Man.
the contrast and the colours. Like that, those first few pages, it's so gritty and grim. And then as soon as his power started, you get the yellow glow, and everything inside that yellow glow is just so vibrant and bright. But everything around it's still kind of dull.
Yeah,
that contrast really works for me.
Yeah. Also, the humour's a little bit more racy than you might get in your typical DC book. There's that joke where he's like, "Hey, I left some rubbers at your mum's house on the nightstand. Can I get those back? Your sister's in town."
Yeah.
That's a 1-2 punch. That right there.
That's
that
such
joke.
a good slam.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. No, it's full of little comedy beats. It's the whole idea of him going by the nightclub, and he's like the one girl who likes him, he doesn't want to go with her because she likes me, then it would only end badly. But the ones I do like, I like also that he intimidate one of the bad guys that he interrogates. He does so by plasticking into Wonder Woman, but it's like Wonder Woman with the red and the yellow like color scheme that he has.
Yeah.
It's a really nice touch. I also like when he almost gets hit by the car and he just stretches his legs up and goes over the top of it. It's some fun stuff. It's very expressive. It's very kind of the expressions on their faces are very exaggerated in the art, but I think that works for the type of characters we're working with here.
Small touch, when he does go to the club and the girl who greets him at the start in the Supergirl outfit. That's the Bombshells outfit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I thought, that was a nice little, just.
It's a good costume.
And then the one he likes is wearing like an Aquaman sexy outfit. Also,
I laughed at the Batman and Catwoman strippers.
The pole dancing, yeah. And it's just people in underwear, but they just happen to have Batman and Catwoman cowls on. That's all they have. That's good. So the big plot thing of the issue, though, outside of his guilt over possibly killing this guard, if it was really him, if that turns out to be true, and I'm suspecting to think it might not be, or if it does turn out to be true, then it'll be a sort of redemption kind of thing.
I can see that being the motivating thing for him.
But the big thing is that we have this Spiral agent who comes by, and we get the joke that he can have a 6-pack or a 12-pack or whatever. I did laugh at her reaction to him, just like, "Oh, here's a 6-pack. Oh, you want a 12-pack?" I thought it was quite funny. But yeah, so apparently there's a secret organization that is manipulating governments and getting rid of the ones that won't help it, so it can take over the entire world. And even the super meta teams might be infiltrated. So I need someone I can trust that isn't on the inside yet. So she's recruiting old Plastic Man, and he's kind of into it. And he actually goes by to help.
He drives away.
He drives away. That's true. Yes. He actually goes by to help someone who calls him, and when he gets there, he's like dying, and he asks him, "Oh, who did this? Who killed everyone?" And the guy in blood just writes JLA on the wall, and I'm like, "Oh, this is interesting. All right, we got our mystery. We got the like who's
JLA almost certainly stands for something else.
Probably, yeah. So I had fun with this. I was into. I like the narration a lot. I think the art's really good and expressive, but I think what really nailed this for me is Gail Simone's voice for Plastic Man in his head. The narration was really selling it on me.
I'm kind of upset this is only a mini.
Yeah, I could do with this being ongoing.
But
hey.
So
many books, it's maybe a good thing that this will end in 6 months and it's replaced with something else.
Well, and so depending on how packed the next week 2 is, I might read the next one. But if I'm packed like this week, I probably wouldn't. I had high expectations for Gail Simone. I'm a big fan of her DC stuff. So, and this didn't quite meet them. Like, it was a fine.
I think I like this more than some of her recent DC stuff. Like,
yeah,
I like this more than the newer version of Secret Six. I like this more than her Batgirl run. I like that Batgirl run, but it's not like a standout. Where like, oh, that's a must read. Like,
it was solid amongst the pack of what was on at the time.
Yeah,
in 52.
But Cassie Cain's Batgirl, Stephanie Brown's Batgirl, those runs I think are much better than Simone's run in Batgirl.
I feel Simone's run has been solid. Her Birds of Prey run was solid.
Oh yeah, it's Birds of Prey, Secret Six. Not that I've read Secret Six, but from what I hear, it's very good.
Definitely.
But Birds of Prey is one of the big things that she did, of course. I guess we'll rate Plastic Man then. What are you stretching to, Connor?
I'm going for an 8.5. This is really good stuff.
I think I will go with a solid 8. I had a blast. I think it's funny. I like the art a lot, and I think the voice for Plastic Man is it's fun. It kept me bubbling. Like I was enjoying every single panel of narration. I was always into what he was talking about because it had that kind of like, I'm the hard done by detective, but it's really funny because it's Plastic Man. So, Matt.
So I really enjoyed the art. I enjoyed Simone's voice, but the story wasn't working. So this is a 7 for me.
All right.